Hey, it is day 7 of 100 days until boot camp. It is Friday, November 22nd. It's not, it's a pretty sucky day. Let's just be honest. For obvious reasons, and which I won't get into. But anyhow, I had to wake up today, 3:30 in the morning. We had like a 2-hour drive to get to where we were going. The guys had validation, and it was really cool because, there's a lot of future female Marines, and it was all the girls that were exactly in my place, It was just seeing females do what I'm doing, just finally seeing an abundance of them, just all together. We're all together. It was awesome. And, they're my sisters, and, we just embraced everyone and each other. And we had some interviews. I didn't have an interview, but some of us did. We had, we had like these lectures, and we got to receive some really, useful advice that, it stuck with me. So I think I'm that much more ready to leave. Now, when you enlist, when you swear in, you get this welcome aboard package, and it tells you, there's a little, kind of like a pamphlet type thing, that tells you everything you need to know before you go to the boot camp, everything you need, everything you don't need, and just everything in that little pamphlet. And I don't know if it's updated or not. I doubt it. I don't think so, because, all of the girls, we kind of just moved aside, and they were talking just to us, and they were like, yeah, it says you have to bring like 7 sports bras, like pantyhose, like curling irons, just for graduation. But they're like, do not bring anything. Do not bring anything. They're gonna issue everything to you. So it's one of the things I was like, what? It told us to bring like, it had a list of like maybe 10 or so things we can bring, and they were like, yep, no, don't bring it at all. So I'm glad about that. So they're gonna issue me everything that I need. So that's good. It's something I don't need to worry about. It's not really a big deal anyway, but anyways. See, now I'm like rambling. Anyways, so we had an IST, all of us, the females, the guys, everyone. And first pull-ups. Now, for some reason, I don't know, they still had the females do the flexed arm hang, which I am not used to doing. I mean, I was leaving after October, so they wanted me just to practice pull-ups, because that's what females are going to need soon. And anyhow, they were like, okay, first off, we're going to do flexed arm hang. Females will do pull-ups later. And I was like, okay. I was freaking out because I haven't done a flexed arm hang in like the last 3 ISTs, the last 3 pool functions I've been to. So like a few months. But obviously I was fine because I've been working on my pull-ups. I don't know if you can see that. That's a 70. So I guess it's a best score. Because I guess it is, because they were counting down, and they were like, Carlin, Barsamian, you just have 10 more seconds, and I was like, oh my god, it was really tough. But I'm really glad I got the perfect score on that. And then afterwards, we had to do crunches. It's kind of messy, but do you see that? That's 100. That's a perfect score. I was surprised, max set crunches in 2 minutes. I was surprised because I do better than that. I usually do. I mean, well, they don't need anything more than 100, because 100 is a perfect score. But the last time I did it, an IST, was 111. And, one time at PT, we were running, and then we stopped and we did it. I was at 115, so I kind of, I don't know, I didn't do so well, for my expectations. But we'll work on that later. However, on the mile-and-a-half run, I shaved off like more than a minute on my run. Oh, I was so like after the finish line, when I got to it, I was I was really tired and all. It was only a mile and a half, but yes, I was really tired. I was breathing hard. I was trying to put my hands over my head to get the oxygen to flow more easily, but I had the shit-eating grin on my face, and 12 minutes, 12 seconds on my mile-and-a-half run, and I really can't believe it. A minute, more than a minute, because last IST I was at 13:17, and the one before that I was 13:12, so I like a minute off my time, and gosh, I don't know. I mean, I can't believe it. I don't know. And then, afterwards the females did pull-ups, and I got 7. It was pretty awesome, because there was a girl who was like, it looked like she was like 4 inches shorter than me, and I'm, already 4'11". She was like at 7 pull-ups, and I was like, oh my god, I just seeing all the girls, we were just all motivating each other, and we were all telling each other how nervous we were. These girls are just like me. I'm just like them, and it was so nice to see it. It was so comforting, and we were all awesome. That's all I have to say. But again, I don't want to get cocky. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But I was doing above average, and I still need to work on my run time. But still, that I can't, again, with the improvement that I've been seeing within myself is just mind-boggling. I really don't know where it's coming from, and obviously I've been doing this for a while now, but I've always had this self-doubt, and my recruiter knows what I'm talking about. I would do my best, and my recruiter would be like, what the hell, Barsoomian, you're doing it, how do you not see this? But I had the hardest time just figuring out that I am, I'm bettering myself, if that makes sense, bettering. But anyways, another thing I wanted to talk about, I overheard a conversation of a couple of these females, and they were like, one of my biggest problems, I don't think I've said it in this video series, but one of my biggest problems is sounding off. Being confident, I did talk about the confidence, but just, yes, and how I present myself. And some of the girls, they were talking about how they were struggling with that as well. And this one girl, she was saying, I try so hard, I'm yelling, but it doesn't come out. And that's the exact way that I felt. And when we had to yell and whatnot, and I finally, someone understands. But I am glad to say this: when we're at the pull-up bar, before we mount the bar, before we get onto the bar, we have to stand at attention, and we have to say, well, I said like, good morning, sir, good morning, ma'am, Puli or Future Marine Barsoomian, RSS Fort Myers, where I'm stationed. And I mean, I still have trouble with that, I'm not gonna lie, but the girls, you couldn't hear them. And now you could hear me. It was, I still need to learn how to enunciate, but I like to say I was loud, kind of. And so I don't know why it's so hard for me to be loud, it's so hard for females to be like just loud, like say it with your chest, right? But anyways, I'm finally realizing that I am not the only one struggling with like the minor things, because it really is minor. All you do is scream. But that is it. It's shit. It's already 10 minutes, 30 seconds. But today was a success. It was an awesome success. I'm like dead right now. So, and it's like almost 8:30. It is 8:30. And I'm gonna go to bed. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Talk to whoever. I'll talk to this camera tomorrow.